I don't know if you want to get to the topic of wet dreams. You want to keep that? Because we all had it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you have some vivid dreams that you just let it rip.
It's been a while, dude.
It has been a while.
I kind of like, I wish I had some of those in this age. It's like teenage age I had that,
I remember them just being very intense.
Dude, it's like
right?
your imagination is so potent that you can imagine like a fake lady. What are those boobs on your head?
it's like
What the fuck was that?
It's like Demolition Man. Remember Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone?
I heard that movie. Second time I heard that. Hey, motherfucker.
What's up, man? Garage Band just finished.
It just finished? You want to just do it right now since we're here?
Yeah. Alright, I'm about to start it.
Alright, starting now.
Alright,
man, we're set.
Hey,
at least it happened right when we jumped on, man.
I was like, fuck this thing, man.
Fucking Garage Band.
It always takes
forever. Why does it
make
make you update?
I don't know.
I haven't updated my shit in like forever.
Do you just leave it open?
No, I don't have auto update going on, I guess. Does it auto update?
No, it forces me to update. It doesn't allow me to just open it.
I just press the app and it doesn't bother me, bro.
Yeah, mine is like update.
Do you open it on the bottom or like do the app section?
I guess on the app section because it's not on the.
It's not docked because mine's is docked. Maybe that's why.
Do you think so?
I don't know.
That's some bullshit. If so,
bullshitty to me. Not allowing you to fucking use it.
Fucking force me to fix bugs, asshole.
Anyways, forget the bugs. It's another fine day on Panana Street over here. How are you, man?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
A little stressed out, but...
Stressed out? What do you mean?
Oh, just really...
What's going on?
Just really busy.
I just saw you post a really cool running photo. All serious like.
Oh, yeah.
Was it work stress?
Yeah, work, life, wedding planning, all of the above. Just feel really busy right now. And
is it off-air discussions?
Yeah. Let's.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Might as well get it out now, man. Since we're here, get out all that angst you have. Dr. Nate is in session over here.
Are we cutting right now?
Yeah. I'll just cut out whatever you're gonna say.
Oh, I feel better.
I feel real good.
This is a therapy session, man.
It is, man. Sometimes you gotta talk it out with your boys. Us mountain boys.
He's not much of a family man, is he?
All right, we're going back on. But you said you listened to him recently, so tell the people who you were listening to, if they don't know who we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, I was listening to Nims. What's his last name?
Primus.
Something like that.
Yeah.
On Joe Rogan, and I didn't even know anything about the guy. And then, I was just listening to it and listening to his story. And it just sounded like an interesting story to me. He was kind of a funny guy. I enjoyed it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to check out that 14 Peaks.
Yeah, he had a documentary, 14 Peaks.
On Netflix. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to check it out.
So I had the complete opposite, where I watched a snippet of the 14 Peaks. And then I saw this guy. But
did you realize right away that was the same guy?
I think so. They didn't really mention the documentary, but then
they did off and on, right?
Yeah.
Well, not
was there two? Was there 2 documentaries he's in?
No, there's just the one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, I told you on our text that I didn't finish the podcast because
Or the documentary.
the accent was a little too strong for me.
Really? But the guru guy has an even stronger accent.
That's true. I don't know. There's
But
something
because
about
because he's a guru, you're like, yeah, he's allowed to.
I've also heard him for a year and a half or 2 years. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just my ear at that right time, not wanting to hear it. You know
I
how
want
it
to
is,
hear
right?
this guy calling Joe brother constantly.
Yeah.
Brother Joe.
Like the Randall Carson guy talking about Egypt or some shit. You're like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna skip this shit.
I
Like,
skipped that
it's
one.
just-
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. You know what
Just
other one I
sometimes.
skipped?
Was it recent?
Yeah, it was a recent one.
Ooh. Now I have to do my due diligence. All right. Let me look at
Tangents,
this
baby.
this.
Tangents.
Joe Rogan podcast.
I was like, this guy's fucking annoying.
No way you missed Tom Papa.
No, Tom Papa.
It's Mr. Beast. You're like,
Yeah,
fuck this
dude,
guy.
he was so annoying. I was like, I can't listen to this kid anymore.
What about him? Because I listened to it all, and it was more of a side listening. Like I didn't pay too much attention.
his
But
energy?
He is good at making money. Did you hear at
Yeah.
least?
Yeah, I
Did you hear-
heard how he makes money, and that they did like a Squid Game thing, and
Yeah.
he reinvests all his money back into the channel. Hey, it's good, man. But his ADHD is a little too strong for me, man. I couldn't listen. I was like,
Well, when he mentioned that he had YouTube channels of different languages, I was like, man, this guy is pretty interesting. Like entrepreneur. Like, oh, man.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm not hating on his
No.
business.
I get what you mean though. But,
Just like you were hating on Nims, I'm hating on
Yeah.
Mr. Beast.
yeah,
I don't
totally
wanna-
understand.
I can appreciate him and not listen to him.
Yeah. What part did you cut off? Like 20 minutes? 30 minutes?
Maybe shortly after they were talking about what they did to do their Squid Game edition.
Hmm.
And then, I don't know, I just felt like I got to a point where I didn't want to listen to it anymore. I don't
To be
like
honest,
his voice.
Yeah. Sometimes we just don't like people's voices.
Yeah.
I think there's frequencies.
I just didn't want to hear him talk anymore.
Yeah. Well, I listened to it too, and I only remember the first 30 minutes, like the whole business part, and I blanked out everything after that.
Hmm.
But I do feel like there's frequencies of the way people talk, and if you talk too fast and you're not used to it, that can turn off people. Or if you talk real slow too, it can turn off people too. There was a girl I worked with that was like we work in a quiet environment
Hmm.
and like gotta whisper and shit like that, like or just have a low voice. But this girl didn't understand that, or
She didn't
it's
get
not
the
a, it's
program?
not a part of. I don't know who she is. But
Who does
she's
she
like,
think
"Hey!"
she is?
Like it's like we're all on a computer. Hey, how's it going? Oh, and she talks really fast, and it's way too fast for me. So I get tired. Like she's the kind of person that tires me out. You know what I mean? And then Janice showed me this guy named Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle.
Okay.
And he is like an old man who talks like this, and he pauses at some times. And I'm just like, God, I feel like I'm in a lecture. Like I can't listen to this. You know what I mean? So what are you gonna say?
You wouldn't cheat an old man out of his marbles,
Yeah.
would you?
And I don't know, maybe you like my frequency, and that's why we can talk. Because apparently I don't talk too fast for you,
Mhm. Or too slow.
or too slow.
Just right. It's the
Yeah.
Goldilocks, man.
So getting back to Nympho over there. What's his name?
Nims.
Nims. We were talking about. Yeah, I didn't finish the documentary or his thing, but it was just kind of funny because you found him interesting. I made a joke about the Family Man thing because I watched maybe 30 minutes of that 14 Peaks thing.
Uh-huh.
It was pretty interesting because they showed all the different peaks.
Yeah.
And they
Did you
zoomed
get
out.
to any of it where they reached the summit of any of the mountains?
I saw him summiting a little, the first one. But I told
That
Miguel,
didn't hook you?
I don't know. Just
Dude, they're on
maybe
top of the fucking world.
they are. I get it.
I get it.
can't-
I don't give a fuck.
It's just I just didn't interest me. But one thing that caught my eye was the wife was getting interviewed, and
Mm-hmm.
no, it's just really funny because what is he up there 6 months at a time
No.
for the
No.
14 peaks. It was a 6 months excursion.
It was over 6 months, but
Does he get to go home or does he go
yeah,
next
they did like 3 legs or something. So maybe they did 5 peaks at a time and then took a break, you know.
like go to their families and stuff?
Yeah, go home and then come back
Mm.
and bust out another 5 and then go home and come back.
I see. No, it's just it was just kind of funny because I was just imagining like, all right, honey, I'm gonna go up to the mountains with my mountain boys for 6 months. See you later. And I was telling Miguel, this doesn't seem like this first time doing this.
Brokeback Mountain over here.
And I was like, man, he doesn't seem much of a family man. Like constantly leaving his wife. See you, lady. You know, I'm gonna go hang out with the boys again, having some mountain fun. You know,
Mountain men.
and I don't know. I'm sure the documentary is great, and you know,
It was
my
great.
eyes weren't into it at the moment.
It was great, man.
Like you said, there's so much content. You know,
There was so much content.
yeah. So, what about the pod or the documentary that you found interesting?
Well, just listening to his story on the podcast, it just it was just crazy how driven he was, and he just does it.
Mm.
And he just nobody's telling him to do it. He's doing it because he wants to do it, and he.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
like,
he's so focused that he doesn't even see his wife and kids.
Yeah.
They're like in the peripheral. See ya, bitches.
yeah, basically.
He's so driven that nothing's gonna stop him. Not even his kids. Dad, you wanna play?
I don't know if he even has kids.
Well, I wonder why. Hanging out with those mountain boys. Hanging out with those goats. You know? I'm just being ass.
And the documentary, just seeing what they went through to get to all these different peaks, and the view from the top of these mountains, like you're on top of the world. There's nothing. Everything is below you.
Yeah. Something there's something about reaching the top of something and it's like, yeah. Yeah, I love that. How many people does he go with? Like 6?
Might have been like 9 or 10, something like that. Maybe
You know-
6. I don't
You
know.
know who you have to thank though.
Who do you got to think?
The fucking cameraman that went up there with everyone, but he doesn't
Yeah.
get any credit.
No, I think
like-
it
He's
wasn't
like
a
going up on
cameraman.
the snow. Or,
Well, it was one of the other guys. Like the thing with the documentary is they did it all independently.
Mm.
They didn't have like they had to raise all the money to go on the expeditions, and they shot everything themselves.
Oh,
It wasn't like it was a professional cameraman or somebody that Netflix hired. Netflix came in like after it was already all done.
Oh, do you think they got the additional shots needed to get some shit?
It looked like there was some. I mean, obviously the interviews were after,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I don't know how much B-roll they got, but
Yeah, like
All-
the view you're saying is that B-roll from a Netflix guy from a different day, just showing off what this day looked like, or
I don't think
And-
so. Because there was a cameraman, and he said they recorded like hundreds of hours of footage, and they had drones and shit.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure they had drones.
Interesting. Cool. Anything in the podcast he said interesting? Crazy story or how driven he was?
There was, I guess, one incident where when they were coming down the mountain, they came across a stranded mountaineer.
Oh, and they had
And
to save him, right?
yeah, they
I
had
think
to
I
save him.
remember that. They're like, all right, are we gonna? Didn't they have to trek back up to get him or something? Or forgot
They
what
were
they said.
waiting. They were waiting for. I think they were waiting for the helicopter to come or somebody to come with more oxygen,
Yeah.
but nobody came.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
I do remember something about that. Just they were hiking, going down, and then they heard that someone was trapped or something, and decided to help. Or something.
And then when they were down to like the last three peaks, one of them they needed permission from China to go to, and then another one was closed. So then they were gonna do one, but then when they were at base camp at the one, they got notification that one of the ones that was closed was only going to be open for a week. So then they had to climb. Yeah, they left the one that they were at to go to that other one that was only going to be open a week.
How far were they up? Though
they had to take a plane flight. Well, they were at base camp, so like I guess base of the mountain.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Never really thought about base camp as in it's in the bottom. Makes sense. Basement. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's nice. Maybe I'll give it a shot again. Maybe it'll pique my 14 interests over here. Who knows? But I don't know if I'll get to that podcast, but I'll maybe get to the doc.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He did say brother Joe or something all the time.
Yeah, he just kept calling him brother Joe.
Brother Joe. Yeah.
The Gurkhas.
What is Gherkin?
I don't know. I guess it's a regiment, like a Nepali regiment in the Royal Army or some shit.
Oh, are they kind of like Navy SEALs or something to them? The Napoleons. What are they called?
Not the Gurkhas. Nepalese.
The Nepalese.
I think no, but he joined. He did end up on the special forces, and he was the first Gurkha to do it.
Oh, okay. Wait, Gurkha is from a place? So it's a.
Yeah, I guess it's maybe a battalion or something of just Nepali soldiers.
Okay. You wanna show us a map of Nepal so I can get a gist of where this guy's from?
Sure.
He looks like dark skinned, like a Filipino, yeah?
Yeah.
It's very interesting how I don't know, there's so many palettes of a human. Like he's like an in between, like, you know, like he could pass for a Filipino or he could pass for Taiwanese or something.
Yeah. All right, here's
But
Nepal.
it's funny how you get darker, then you have a lighter tone. Look at China and India are like right next to each other, man. There's like the color palettes of the people are so different, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nepal, right between them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. So he has a little darkness from the India and then a little lightness from the China.
Little bit of this, little bit of that.
And that's how humans are made, you know?
Yeah, and I think like all the peaks are in this region, I think.
Interesting.
Here, let's see.
Where's this Mount Everest at?
Oh yeah, he's the one that got the that picture of all those people lined up trying to summit Everest. Do you know that picture?
Mm-mm. So he was a part of this?
Well, he was there when there was this line of people, and he's the one that got the shot. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was this picture. There's all the people lined up
to take the shot in the
get top. To the top. Yeah.
So he was one of them, you're saying? Like,
well, this is after they were already coming down. He turned around and got this shot of everybody lined up.
That's cool.
Anywho, can we see it on a map?
Yeah. So Mount Everest is in Nepal. So which one was the highest one that they had to do? Or I should say which one was, because it doesn't matter about the height. Some of them was more about the terrain is like even the hardest one to climb. One of them, he was like, dude, this mountain, like it's like really dangerous. Like
I know everybody was talking about K2, and he was also talking about Annapurna.
Okay.
Man, I wish Google Maps would just come on.
But
Google Maps.
What do you think? Was it just how easy you could fall, basically, maybe?
Man, it seemed like there was a lot of potential for falling. Okay, there we go. So they're all kind of in similar regions.
So which one is the one China didn't want you to do?
Man, which one was it? Might have been this one. Shishi him.
Shishi poo poo. For some reason, when they're little dots like that, they don't seem very big. Isn't that funny? These mountains, like, oh yeah, these little mountains and these dots. Little do you know.
Let's see if we can terrain.
Interesting.
Oh shit.
What if you went to
Oh
shit.
What did I do? Zooming where?
There, Gora, yeah, that one. And if you can, it'd be great. Can you do like a street view to see if you can see the mountain from there?
Okay.
Like drop that bad boy in, the little man. Yeah, where do you think you could see him? Oh, they don't have Google like maps over there? Man, this is a dense city. There's too many humans in this world.
We already got a plague. Oh man, what the hell?
If it's not blue, then that means they don't have. But
ain't nobody been running these streets.
But there are blue dots, so that means someone took a picture there. But I'm wondering. Let's see. Try using that man from a distance. Yeah, from here. See if there's any. Oh yeah, let's get a dot over there, somewhere over there. Okay, there's a huge wall.
Where the hell am I?
Oh well, it's not a very good picture.
No.
Oh yeah, wait, can you click on a different picture there? Okay. Yeah, one of those trails. Yeah. It was a hot spot right there. What's going on over there?
Kathmandu. That's where he was from.
Oh.
Shit. Oh shit. Aren't they supposed to blur people's faces out?
Are they?
I thought they were. They do in the US.
I don't care about these people. These people.
What do you mean, these people?
Oh, I saw something.
What did you see?
It's kind of on the mountains. Yeah, right there. I saw something over there. Let's see. Yeah, what was that little smudging? Yeah, it's crazy.
Here, why don't I just search the mountain?
Everest? Which one?
Yeah. Yeah, Everest, right? Everybody knows Everest.
Yeah. Why do you think that one became the go-to one?
I don't know.
I didn't realize there's a silent H in Kathmandu.
Yeah.
Kathmandu.
Kath.
You think that's where the base is, or is it the top?
I don't know. That must be the top, right? It's gotta be.
It looks like a street. But what is that? Just rock formation? Making it swirl like that?
It's like rivers, ice melt, right? I
Oh,
think.
okay. What's in there? It looks like there's a hole, but that's the top.
This is it? This is all you got?
Wait, is there
Oh,
you're
there.
trying to view
3D.
it 3D. I get it.
There we go. It's funny. Google Maps doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh.
Fascinating.
Didn't work out the way we thought it was going to work
weird
out.
that there's all this Greenland on one side.
Oh, there.
A huge mountain. Snowy
This is-
mountain.
Okay, I think that's it.
Oh. Crazy. Crazy. Sorry, I was saying that there's like this huge mountain and like it's just green on one side.
Yeah.
Then it gets so tall, all snowy, and then another side it's like desert.
It's all dry, man.
It's crazy. And do you think it's because these mountains act as like some kind of wind pipe? So like wind can't go through there, so it just makes the other side all dry or some shit. I don't know.
I think just the way gravity, it just, for some reason, all the ice melt, I think, flows towards Nepal and stuff instead of flowing the other way. So then all the water is going south. Just so happened, right? I think maybe just so happened the way the mountain was formed and
Yeah, look at the right side. It looks like there's some green happening, but it slowly melts to on the right.
this over here.
Yeah, right here. That area. I wish you could see my mouse, but anyways, it looks like it's blending a little green. And
Like
it
here?
slowly droops down. It's kind of weird, man.
Yeah,
So
it's crazy.
It's like water's going through there.
I think so. That's my guess at why it's like the mountain is a dividing line between green and desert.
It does look like it leads to the ocean. It could be like one river heading all the way to that Hano. Leading out there, kind of feels like it.
Yeah, right?
Is there on the bottom left where it says layers, is there a way to see water? I want to see no, I guess you can't. That would be more Google Earth to show that. It's pretty interesting though.
Yeah. The world.
All right. Maybe I was a little too harsh on this guy. Maybe I'll give this 14 peaks a peek. Give it a little 14 peaks.
Peekaboo.
And on the 7th peak, if I'm not interested, I'm turning it off again.
Peekaboo, family man. Mountain boy.
All right, let's get back to the topics. Do you have
Alright.
anything fresh for us that you want to talk about?
Since we're talking about time and whatnot,
Yeah.
it's that time of the year again.
What you got? Your period?
No, it's
What, daylight savings time?
your favorite time of the year.
Oh, buddy. Man. I'm guessing you didn't sense any change.
No,
to
Hawaii
you at
doesn't.
all.
Hawaii doesn't do that.
No, but like, do you sense anything internally different with you? Like, I'm just wondering.
I just notice it's getting brighter earlier now.
Hmm.
The days are starting to get longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for me and Janice, it does feel like a different season. Like we are starting to do our
spring is sprung.
yeah. The sun is out later now, so like it sits at like 7:30, 8 p.m. now,
Oh wow, that's crazy.
and we've got into our afternoon walks again
Nice.
because the season, like we stopped it because of daylights, because it got dark way too soon, and we just stopped that routine.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's the season that's better weather, and now me and Janice are in the season to want to walk after work now, and it's great. I like afternoon walks, seeing that sunset and everything. Yeah.
Because right now is standard time. You guys switched back to standard time,
Mm-hmm.
and before you were on daylight savings time. So
Yeah. So it was an hour behind, and now it's back.
back to
unless-
standard time.
Unless that was the standard time, and then we're moving forward, and this is not the right time. I don't know.
I think this is standard time right now.
Okay.
I think so. Let me look. Pacific time.
I can feel it in the air, though.
Yeah,
my
Pacific
plums.
time. My plums.
It's just it's easy to think that everything is changing, like nature, like I see more bugs out and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, and the flowers are starting to bloom and things like that, and I'm just imagining, like, it's easy to look at other things and think, oh, that's just a part of nature and this is what they do, but I'm starting to think as humans too, like, what do we do when we get to these seasons? And for me, I'm like, man, I feel more like I want to be more active right now. And I don't know if that was the switch of the time, or is it like I can see the sun out more, like I want to be doing more,
Mm-hmm.
versus when daylight savings hit, I just wanted to stay home because it'd be too dark. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really funny how lights and everything, it changed how, because we used to just go to sleep when it was dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had our little fire, and that was the only thing that kept the light going. But now we have so much things illuminating that it changes our perception of when we should go to sleep, because there's like sunlight everywhere, like fake sunlight, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
definitely. It's I think that's a reason why now they have that Sunshine Protection Act going through.
The bill, like this new bill to stop it.
Yeah, this new yeah.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do away with daylight savings time.
Cool. Well, yeah, that's why I asked about yours, just because you can't really see it, but can you feel a change?
Yeah, I feel like I said, I can feel the days getting longer. When I'm getting ready in the morning, it's getting brighter earlier, and it's also getting darker later in the evening. So yeah, the days are definitely getting longer.
Yeah, I feel like you have more time.
Yeah, I feel the change in season coming on.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, our podcast is a little later now.
Yeah.
Not much I can do there, but I was enjoying the 8 p.m.
Yeah. I prefer the 2 hours, so we're closer in time.
Yeah. Life.
Life, as is life.
Any other daylight savings news going on in this world?
No, just that they're finally considering doing away with it, which makes sense.
It's good. I mean, there's so much data about how we are so in tune to the circadian rhythm, and circadian rhythm just means whenever the sun rises and sets. That's what we're tuned into. So that's why, like, they even say you shouldn't eat after the sun sets, kind of thing. Kind of. And
Because you should be sleeping.
yeah, you should be sleeping.
We should be sleeping right now.
How late do you normally eat? Do you give yourself a little window, or
I mean,
is it 9:30 and then
If
you go to sleep
my
at 10?
my window of what I want never happens.
Never
so,
ends. So. What do
I
you
mean,
mean?
I want to have eaten and be done eating by 8 p.m., but
I like that.
that never happens.
It
so
doesn't happen?
It's not
Does
really
it-
in my control.
Does it?
I mean, I guess I
okay.
can make it in my control, but then that means I'm just doing my own thing.
Oh, okay. So there's you're doing like a activity, like eating together, like a family thing. Yeah.
Mhm.
So there's nothing you can do about that for sure. How is it, like 9:30 and then you go to sleep? 10. When do you go to sleep normally?
I go to sleep way later than I should be going to sleep. I mean, it's gotten to the point where I'm not going to bed until midnight a lot of the times.
Okay. I mean, I'm an 11:30 p.m. kind of guy.
Yeah.
Well, I at least try to go to sleep, like brush my teeth and everything by 10:30, and be laying down. But
Mhm.
normally, me and Janice like watch YouTube when we're laying down. Like, we're not like sleepy, so we put on a little YouTube.
All right,
Yeah.
I feel less bad now.
No, I'm not perfect, bro. But I mean, I try to like stop eating at 8. Sometimes it's at 9. Like,
Yeah, I've had that too, but now I feel like it's totally gone out the window. So
Gone out the
Yeah.
window.
got to try to bring it back.
Hmm. Yeah. I guess you're tracking your sleep and everything like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now that you, I know you tracked it before, but you have a new way of tracking it, and you want to tell the people how you're tracking it?
Tracking it with this little tracker that Nate sent over
Whoop
to
whoop! He's my whoop buddy now. Look at that.
me. Whooping.
Yeah, whoop whoop. So, was it been a couple days now?
Yeah, it's been a couple days.
Yeah. What do you think of the interface? What do you think of the data it's giving you? Yeah.
Feels like I feel like the longer you use it, the more useful it feels.
Yeah.
I feel like
is it hard at first when? Do they ask you to plug in 7 days of data before giving you something? I forgot.
I think it's 4 days of recovery before it gives you a baseline.
Oh, okay. So for the first 4 days, it didn't even give you any information.
Well, yeah, I'm still on day 3 of 4, so it's not.
So it hasn't given you the recovery yet.
Oh, it has. It's given me a couple days worth.
Oh, it gave you a sleep number. Okay.
Yeah.
But it didn't give you the recovery thing.
It does. It gives me my recovery versus my strain.
Oh, I see. But you don't have so this one wasn't showing.
The recovery.
Yeah. That was the only one. Oh.
It's having trouble like syncing up. Like, look, the last time it sunk
Yeah,
was last
the
night.
the older version. I noticed the difference when I got this one. I was like, wow, it's uploading way faster.
Yeah, it hasn't loaded since 10:30 last night.
Hmm.
So that's one complaint that I'm having. It's like
I agree.
information is taking forever to get in there.
Yeah, I agree with that. It takes a while for it to like upload the information, especially with that old one, the old Whoop. I noticed it for sure. But
The new
I feel
one
like
is improved.
yeah, for sure. But I feel like it's a Wi-Fi thing because when I was in Disneyland,
Was it worse?
it was like
or better?
really slow. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Why is it taking forever? And I come home and it's like super fast. And I'm wondering if it's just internet or something.
Could be, right? Could be. Yeah, so a couple days in, well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you
give it
still
the 2
need.
months.
Yeah, you still need a little bit more. Well, the fun part is when you get the weekly assessment and then the monthly assessment kind of thing. That's where it gets interesting because you can compare your days.
I see.
Yeah, but yeah, at first it's hard because you want to like get all this data and just like just give me 4 days, man. Just give me 4 days. I'll get you.
I'm giving you the time.
Yeah. That's cool. Did you track any workouts or anything?
One run. Yeah, one run.
Nice.
And I did a resistance, but I guess because I didn't track it as resistance and it didn't track my heart rate as being sustained high for too long, it didn't even track that workout.
Really?
Yeah.
It gave it like a insufficient data shit.
No, because I didn't like go in and say that I was doing an activity.
Oh, like the auto detection. It didn't detect that you were.
Yeah, the only auto thing that it detected was when I ran. But the next day when I did a resistance workout, it didn't detect it.
Yeah. I normally I pick the activity.
Yeah, I figured. So I guess I need to do that.
Yeah. Fair warning, it has a higher strain for cardio type of workouts.
I noticed it knew. It was like, oh, you're running.
Yeah.
We're gonna give you a high strain.
Yeah. It doesn't. I guess it just doesn't calculate your heart rate. Like maybe it just seems to your heart rate. Yeah, it's not doing as crazy as.
It's like, you're fine.
Yeah, anaerobic, right? That's the muscle building. And there's aerobic. Aerobic?
Yeah, aerobic. Let's get physical.
What else we go? So 4 days of sleep. What are you thinking? You kind of knew already, you said?
Well, yeah, I kind of screwed up my week by staying up till like 12:45 on Sunday night.
Oh, okay.
So that's why on Monday I was so fucking tired that I ended up taking a nap.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
Yeah.
You needed some of that.
And then, yeah, and then, I don't know, it just kind of, my sleep
crazy,
is
right?
all screwed up. Yeah.
It's crazy how a bad night of sleep can fuck up your next day. Yeah.
Big time, dude, because my threshold for stress was way lower than it normally is on Monday.
Like anything just like pissed you off. Like
yeah, like I was just getting blown up at work and I couldn't handle it. I was just like, oh,
you had coffee that day?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Man. And you don't even think about that when you're a kid. Like, that was something we just did. Staying up. Hanging out with your friends and shit.
Yeah, right? You didn't care. Now as an adult, you're like, I'm fucking myself up right now.
Yeah. Well, also, you didn't have work, so you could just sleep in the next day.
Well, you had school, right?
Yeah. That's true.
Low stakes.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm excited to see more information of you with that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. What else we got with Whoop? Sleep coach tells you when to sleep. When is it telling you to sleep?
I didn't even put anything in it, but it's telling me. What's it telling me?
You can look at it on this screen. That one should tell you.
Oh, 9:20 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Wake up time 7:30. I'll be late for work.
What time do you leave for work?
I try to leave by 6:30. But these days I'm not leaving until almost 7.
Oh.
But technically work starts at 7.
It's really interesting because, you know, the first week when I got back into Whoop, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go sleep early. Like, I'm not sleeping as early because I'm just like, you know how it is. You're into your own shit,
Oh yeah,
and
I know. It's hard.
even though I went to sleep early, I woke up earlier
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
for some reason my body wants to wake up the same time. Like,
Yeah.
even though I'm supposed to get 8, it's like, nah, dude, you don't need 8. Like, it just wants to wake up. I'm not telling it to wake up. Just doing it on its own.
I've
So
been noticing that. Yeah.
So I think this whole 8-hour shit, it's not for everyone. And I feel like they want you to feel bad. Because I think I just...
You're ruining yourself.
Yeah. Because
You're
I
gonna
feel
give
like
yourself dementia.
Yeah. That's a real thing, right? If you don't sleep.
Yeah. That's my biggest fear. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Sleep. Get that sleep, man.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed it because before on the weekends I wouldn't set an alarm, and then I was getting like the 8 hours.
Yeah.
But now I'm noticing, even if I don't set an alarm, I'm still waking up before I hit 7 hours of sleep. Like I'm waking up and getting like 6 hours 40 something, almost 7, but my body's like, all right, you're good. Wake up. Let's get this day going.
Do you pee a lot when, like, wake up to pee?
Maybe once every now and then. I would say a couple nights I would wake up and use the bathroom. Yeah, a couple nights a week maybe.
I feel like sometimes I wake up at 3 or 4 and I just pee and I go back
Me
to
too.
sleep.
Yeah,
It's
me
just,
too.
I don't know. Nature calls and
Yeah.
I'm like half awake and I don't know how that works, man.
Just because you're hydrated.
Isn't it weird though? Like, we can't. There's so much parts of your body you're not really like. You pay attention to, like, how do we not pee when we're sleeping, right? Like, how do we have control of our little pee thing?
You just have a mature bladder that knows when you're in bed and doesn't let it rip.
It's been a long time since I let it rip in
Yeah,
bed,
I mean,
dude.
like, how old were you? Maybe like
Oh, dude,
6 or some shit?
I remember I was home on the couch and I was taking a nap. I don't know if I was sick or anything. I don't know. But all I remember is I was dreaming. And while I was dreaming, I thought it was a Super Saiyan. And I went, ah! And I started getting really warm. And next thing I knew, fucking peed in my pants. Trying to be a Super Saiyan. And it felt real. Like I was like powering up.
Really?
Just wet my fucking pants, dude.
Dude, my memory of wetting myself was in my dream. I was in front of the toilet. Like I'd gotten up and went to the toilet.
No shit.
Like, and I was like, all right, I can pee. And then I wake up. Oh.
Nice. I don't think I ever shat myself in the bed.
No, me neither.
I don't know if you want to get to the topic of wet dreams. You want to keep that? Because we all had it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you have some vivid dreams that you just let it rip.
It's been a while, dude.
It has been a while.
I kind of like, I wish I had some of those in this age. It's like teenage age I had that,
I remember them just being very intense.
Dude, it's like
Right?
your imagination is so potent
Just like,
that you can imagine like a fake lady.
oh.
What are those boobs on your head?
It's like
What the fuck was that?
it's like Demolition Man. Remember Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone?
You in that movie? Second time I heard that.
When Sandra Bullock was like, "Do you want to have sex?" and he's like, "Yeah, let's do it." But then they put on like these headpieces.
Sandra Bullock?
Yeah,
She's in that
Sandra Bullock.
movie?
Yeah.
She's the love interest?
Yeah. Let me see if I can find that
seems
scene.
a little young for him.
Hey man,
Or
I don't know.
Am I just imagining things? I'm just imagining this old guy and then Miss Congeniality.
Well, yeah, I mean it was in the 90s, so he was older but not too old.
fucking Demolition Man. Every time I hear this, I should just watch the movie just for Miguel.
Here, I'm gonna
Is
share
there any
the scene.
corny like, see you at the party, Victor? Is there
I think-
that kind of shit in there?
I think there is. There's a couple.
Double whammy.
Yeah, he has like catchphrases, and then what's his name? Wesley Snipes.
Virtual
some-
sex scene? What
Yeah.
the fuck is this?
Everything is voice coded, so if you need something, just ask.
It is so
Right?
Sandra.
What do you think? Clicked off a lot of credits to create the perfect 20th century
Credits.
Well, Huxley, it's very.
art, isn't it? John Spartan,
Is this before she got famous?
of course, a well-known and
I don't know.
documented connection between sex and violence.
I
Not
feel
so
like
much a causal effect, but
she.
a general state
I don't think
of
this was her first role.
neurological arousal.
Hmm.
And after having observed your behavior this evening and my resultant condition, I was wondering if you would like to have sex.
Yeah.
Was you- no.
Mm-hmm.
What a fucking awkward way to start this.
Great.
Let's put on these headsets.
I'll be right back.
What, is he gonna be naked? And then she brings on these headsets. Alright, here you go. So Joey Tribbiani over here, taking off your clothes. Why does he look like a kung fu master?
I don't know, man.
Fuck is this movie?
You've never seen this movie?
No.
Dude, it's one of my
Like,
favorites.
This is like
it's
Total
the-
Recall
It's the
days.
same era. Yeah, it's the same era.
Maybe I'll watch this with you. You want to watch this together in Hawaii?
We could, dude. This is a good one. It's one of my favorites. I can't believe you've never seen it.
Maybe it wasn't on TNT when I needed to see it.
I guess not.
Begin in a few seconds.
Begin
The- Oh, does he not know?
Of course.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
The Love Boat. Some Black Mirror shit. Wait, is she doing it already? What's that? Oh. And remind me how you. Oh, we're talking about wet dreams. Like, what the fuck? How did we get here? Dude, is he about to come? Is that how he looks like when he's coming? Do I look like that? Oh, did they show some Sandra nips over there?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
What's wrong? He broke contact.
Contact, I didn't even touch you yet.
But I thought you wanted to make love.
Is that what you call this?
First sex has been proven to produce higher orders of alpha waves during digitized transference of sexual energy.
All right, Huxley, what do you say we just do it the old-fashioned way?
Ew, disgusting.
Ew.
Fluid transfer?
I mean, bowling, the wild mambo, the hunka chunka.
That is no longer
Unca
done.
Chunka.
The exchange of bodily fluids. Do you know what that leads to?
Yeah, I do. Kids, smoking, a desire to raid the fridge.
The rampant exchange of bodily fluids was one of the major reasons for the downfall of society. After AIDS, there was NRS. After NRS, there was UBT. And one of the first things that Dr. Cocteau was able to do was to outlaw and behaviorally engineer all fluid transfer out of society acceptable
Fluid
behavior.
transfer.
Not even mouth transfer is condoned.
Kissing's not allowed? Damn, I was a good kisser.
Kissing's not allowed?
All right, then what about...
Yeah, it's a good one, man. Kissing's not
Kissing's
allowed.
not allowed? You're better than this. Alright.
Oh.
Is that streaming somewhere? Maybe I'll give it a watch one of these days.
Let me look.
Oh, so I'll save it for you. But I am curious if it's streaming.
Hulu Premium, so I guess not.
That's a scam. When they
It's a
say
scam.
when they say it's streaming, but you have to do Hulu Premium, that's a
It's a
scam.
fucking scam. So it's not. Have to be a rent. I think it's worth a rent. So I'll rent it when you're here.
All right, sounds good. Fucking wet dreams and
Fucker.
so the wet dream made you think of Sylvester going, oh, oh.
Yeah, the non-physical, your mind. It's all just in your mind. Oh, oh.
We had some imaginations as a teen. Wish I could bring that back. Have that power to
And have
come
to
at will.
change my sheets.
Well, I'd probably think ahead of time, right? Like
All right,
put some paper towels in there.
It's been a while. I better wear my diaper tonight. Fucking I listened to Chris D'Elia's podcast, and he was talking about dude, he wears fucking Depends every now and then.
Does it depend when to use it?
I don't know, but he does it so he can piss himself in bed.
Really? For fun?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
And he's only like 40.
I get buying that just to experience it again for old time's sake, but not like as a weekly thing. Oh yeah, I'm just grabbing my Depends, you know.
I don't even have to get up.
It feels wrong though.
Yeah, I don't want to sit and piss.
Yeah. Interesting topic.
Yeah.
All right. You got anything else on that list of yours?
I think I'm chalk out.
All right.
The plums are out.
I saw something. We're gonna be talking about China.
All
We
right.
haven't talked about China for a while. I saw something about. I don't know where I heard this, but China is going in a new lockdown again. 51 billion people to lockdown.
I think million.
I say billion, million
Yeah.
people being locked down.
Yeah, they're going.
Do you think that's kind of suspicious to do that?
Like suspicious how?
Well,
37 million people.
oh, okay. For some reason I heard 51, but well, still millions a million. That's a lot of people. I just been hearing things that like, you know, the supply chain is starting to be okay. Like, oh, we're not being as delayed, but now you want to do this lockdown to get all these people not be working, so we can mess up this supply thing and be 16 days backed up again.
So you think
I don't know. It seems kind of like,
the timing is a little
are you doing
suspect?
this not for your, like, you know, to lock down these people, but to somehow affect economy in a way? I don't know. What do you
Possible.
think? It just seems like, are we still talking about coronas and shit? Another strand and
I still hear rumblings about it because now I'm hearing about cases rising in the UK and
just when, you know, we were done, I'm telling you, man, they're gonna make you get boosted or some shit.
well, yeah, now Pfizer's trying to get emergency authorization to
Yeah.
do a fourth shot to.
And it's all happening at the same time. So another shot, another supply fuck up. I don't know. Seems like something is getting pulled around here, buddy.
Well, yeah, and then I see gas prices going up like every other day.
Yeah. Weren't they just saying it's okay now? Or is it still bad?
I don't know.
I just heard it's lowering.
prices
again.
in my neck of the woods are going up still. I mean, last week when I bought gas, I feel like it was $4.80 something, and today when I drove by the gas station, it was $5.14.
Does gas get shipped from China to us here?
I think we get a lot of our gas from Russia.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So we're working with them again?
That's
Just
part
just
of
the gas. Everything
that's-
else, fuck that. But we need
The
our
goal is to, I don't know if they already did, but yeah, not buy any more oil from Russia.
I don't know. Seems kind of suspicious there. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know.
Especially,
Death of a thousand cuts. You make things a little nice, a little low, back and forth. And I don't know. Are people done?
I'm done.
Right? Like,
Huh.
fuck, dude. It still boggles me to see people like masking outside. Still trips me out. Like, wow, like we're living in two different worlds.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, anywho, that's all I had to say about China. Just they're locking down people again. I feel like it's gonna affect the supply chain yet again. And if that doesn't help with the inflation, I don't know what will. So
shit's we're living in some rough times.
yeah. But I feel like
Inflation,
it's planned
supply
rough
chain
times.
shortages, pandemic, war in Europe. Yeah, it's
Does that make me sound conspiracy theory? But it feels planned. Or
like
is this
just. Do you think coordinated plan?
at least? I don't know. Here's this person that's just trying to understand this world for 2 years of doing this podcast with you when this whole shit started. And we're we're still saying the same shit.
Well, wasn't it Churchill that said never to let a good tragedy go to waste?
Yeah. Very true. And this is one of the mightiest tragedies.
Or disaster? Never let a crisis go to waste?
Did you hear the Joey B. Toonz, the recent one?
Yeah, I did.
It was I just want to play the part with the people singing about the mask mandate.
Oh God, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Is this real?
It is, dude. Yeah, because there was like even college students in Reno like protesting to bring mask mandates back.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know.
Is it to keep everyone safe?
In
Is
their
that
mind.
why?
In their mind, yeah.
It just sounds like a way to I don't know, hide yourself from this world. I don't know, seeing less people's faces. I don't know, you start thinking that, I don't know, people don't exist out here. Just crazy people, online, and then you go into the real world and then you don't even see faces.
Bunch of anonymous masked faces.
Making up college degrees for people and just, marital status and like Zimbabwe or something.
There we go.
Mask for loved ones, mask for friends. It's not about you, also not hard to do. Just because we're tired doesn't mean it's over. Mandate masks. That's our
How much longer do you want to do this? 5 more years?
seniors, masks for kids.
You want 10 more years of masks to make you feel better?
Who are these people?
We're tired doesn't mean it's over. Mandate masks.
This kid! Look at this kid, he's indoctrinated.
What's creepy about this? Listen to their energy.
Mandate masks. That's our
When
Is it
you're
all
really
ladies?
passionate about something, you could hear it in your voice.
Yeah,
This
it
is
is
just
all
like a
ladies. Not that we're
droning,
trying to be
like a
racist,
hypnotized droning.
sexist.
Women.
Ugh. Now you got the kid there. He has no idea what's going on.
He's
I hope
the
that
only
kid runs
boy.
away after this. Oh, you know what I wanted to bring up? What is going?
Anyways, just how much longer would you like masks? 5 more years? 10 more
Forever.
years?
They want them forever, bro.
20 more years? Wait, let me finish. 30 more years? It will. Is it insane to think it'd be 40 years from now? Would it be? How long ago?
50.
50? But what about 70? What do you think about that? Huh?
Next, we're gonna outlaw fluid transfer. Oh,
I don't know if you knew I was doing the Dwight bit.
I do.
Good man, good man.
60 years? 70?
I can see that happening. Yes.
Yeah,
Now, but
that's
75 would be out of
possible.
the question. I could see 75. Yeah. I don't know, man. I just think we have to go back. We have to go back. Stupid ass references everywhere. I can't stop with the references. They're just a part of me, Miguel.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. All right. Let's see. So you didn't watch Adam Project, did you?
I didn't know.
No. I would like to talk about it, but I feel like
It looks good though. Yeah, the trailer looks good.
yeah, I'll leave it as that.
It seems like the streaming services are stepping up their game when it comes to movies.
Well, there are some little tidbits that kind of detract from the movie. Not from the
Okay.
story. I think the story is pretty good. There's some parts where I'm like, made me start thinking about my own, like, if I were to time travel and thinking about, like, seeing your younger self. And it's really good, thought-provoking things going on in that movie. Made me think about my mother in a different way, my father. Just some of there's a CG part that kind of like everything was looking good, but then there's the eyesore part, and I'm wondering if you see it, you'll know what I mean.
Was it something to do with that actress or something?
There's something to do with an actress.
It was kind of controversial too, I guess.
I don't know anything about controversy, but I guess we can talk about that when you check
When
it
I
out.
watch it.
Yeah. Sounds good. I guess the last thing I'd like to talk about is there was that Joe Rogan podcast with Daryl Davis and Bill Ottoman that just released, and that was a pretty good one. Do you know anything about them too?
I knew Daryl Davis from him like getting KKK guys to give up being in the KKK.
He told some interesting story. I don't know if you already heard it from the first podcast. I don't know if he's telling it again, but some interesting stories.
Yeah, I feel like they might have been different stories.
Yeah. The main topic was about open sourcing platforms.
So, yeah, social media.
Yeah. So you kind of know what's going on behind the scenes and kind of what shady shit they are trying to do with your data, shit like that. So if it's open source, then people can just see exactly what's going on behind the scenes, and I don't know, it seems kind of like a good thing to have.
Transparency.
Yeah. I think transparency is a good thing to an extent. Do we want to be fully transparent where I can't like make a fake like username and I can't talk bullshit if I need to?
You can't troll people?
Yeah.
Fuck your ass.
What a save! What a save!
Ja Binks.
Ja.
I mean, in certain settings, right? Where if you're trying to just express your opinions, to know that you're not being suppressed would be nice, right?
Yeah. And they were actually saying that we should be giving people a platform to speak even though we don't agree with their views.
Yeah.
And it's still going to be moderated. Like, there might be a community that, like, hey, this guy's talking about some, like, killing a race or something. Like, you might want to flag that. Like, there's still shit like that, right?
Keep an eye on this guy.
But if you have, like, a topic about a leak virus in China, you're not going to, like, get fucking deplatformed kind of thing. So, I think that'd be really good.
Yeah, I mean, if the thing about arguments and opposing sides and all that, they should be able to stand up to opposing arguments, and the truth should win out in the end. It shouldn't require silencing people that you don't agree with. It just, I mean, what are you afraid of? Why are you censoring these people?
Yeah.
Your reasoning is because their ideas are dangerous? Well, if their
Yeah.
ideas are dangerous, I mean, I don't know. I feel like you should be able to argue against their ideas and not give people the benefit of the doubt of being able to think critically and come to their own conclusions.
Yeah. They actually told an interesting story that made me think about how everything is kind of like that fourth Trinity you're talking about. Like, we're kind of like repeating kind of thing. Well, he talked about Copernicus back in the day, and he was talking about how he was one of the first ones to believe that the world evolved around the sun and then not around Earth. And he got ridiculed, and people, fucking fuck you and shit.
Yeah.
So then he died. Sucks. Like, he had this belief, but 100 years later, fucking
He was right.
Galileo built it on top of his idea and discovered, like, yeah, he was right. He had all this stuff. And they thrown him in jail. Like, fuck you, man. Like, you don't tell us this. Like, the fucking church threw him in jail.
Yeah.
And just goes to show that, like, even great ideas from back in the day were ridiculed, and like they were deplatformed too. Like, oh, fuck his Galileo idea about the sun.
Fuck your ass, man. We're the center of the universe.
Yeah. But eventually the world catches up. So we're at this weird technology point where it's still Wild West. We feel like it's not, because the early days was the Wild West. I think it's probably still going, and we have more to figure out how we're going to be online.
Yeah, I mean, people are, essentially the same, right? We haven't evolved beyond savagery and groupthink and, I don't know, just opposition and tribalism and all that. I mean, just looking at the world and the way everybody's behaving, we're savages, man. We're fucking still savages.
But they were actually saying that deplatforming can actually cause people to be more radical.
Yeah.
In a way, like, just if you're not giving them a place to be heard, they're gonna form it someplace else, and then they'll. They were saying, like, people want 5 things: they want to be heard, they want to be loved, respected, they want to be treated fairly, and they want, everyone has the same family values, kind of thing. So if you're gonna deplatform someone, basically you're taking away to be heard, and they enjoyed all the attention, so you're taking away their love, I'm guessing, and their respect, because that comes to it, right?
Yeah.
Like, who got deplatformed? Like Alex Jones or something. He still has people following him. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
it's like being shunned.
Yeah.
You're shunned from the mainstream.
What's gonna, like, what happens to Trump? He got shunned.
Yeah.
Is he becoming more radical? Because he was always the center of attention, being talked about. All this crazy shit he would say.
They're still talking about him.
They are?
Yeah.
What, CNN or something?
Yeah, mainstream media saying it's his fault that we got too used to.
They're still blaming him?
Yeah, they're still blaming him, saying that he made us too used to low gas prices.
You gotta blame someone, I guess. But yeah, the Daryl guy mentioned, because one guy kept saying, like, black people are this and black people are that, and he was just like, okay, just listening and stuff, and it was just really interesting because he kind of used that the art of the verbal judo, kind of like that book I read a long time ago. He kind of knows a little bit of that, how to
Yeah.
talk to people.
Yeah,
Art
I
of-
mean,
the art of persuasion.
it feels like that's something I need to take a page out of that book.
Persuasion, the art
Yeah.
of. Yeah. Very interesting. Anything more you want to add to that?
No, that I guess just that, yeah, what they're saying seems correct, right? If you're gonna kick people off these platforms and not expect them to get more radicalized, then you're not really making much sense. You're basically shutting them off, so giving them a reason, even more reason to be against you, and then they're going somewhere else to be heard, and then
Yeah.
they end up being in an echo
Chamber. Exactly. They're talking about a new, what is that called? A new platform called Mind or something?
Yeah, I think it's their platform.
Yeah, their platform
And
that they're peddling.
Joe said it was hacked.
That was kind of funny. The one they were saying was interesting is being able to choose what you see in your feed, so you're not echo chambering yourself. So let's say we're into, I don't know, veganism or something. So mainly your feed looks pro vegan everything, but if like you want to see what other, the other side is saying, you could like add a little filter like, hey, I want to see a little bit of this.
Let's see what the meat eaters are doing.
Yeah. So you can kind of see so you're not in your echo chamber. But I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be interesting if we were allowed the tools to choose what our algorithms look like and what we recommend. Like, if we know we have an addiction to a certain thing that we like to watch, like, man, I watch too much fail videos, people getting hurt. Like, this is all I want to watch. I don't want to
Near
watch
deaths.
this.
Too many near deaths.
Or too many cats. Like, I want to see something else. Like, just filter less cats or less fail, and
we turn off the cats for a bit. Yeah.
yeah, less big booties on my page. Shit like that.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be really interesting if we have the ability to do that.
Yeah.
So where do you see the big tech people like Facebook, TikTok? I should say social media. Where do you see them heading? Because I feel like it was Facebook and Instagram for the longest. Then TikTok came out of nowhere in the past 2-3 years. Or was it longer? TikTok's been going on.
Yeah, last couple of years it feels like. Yeah.
Yeah, and then now they're one of the main ones.
Yeah, it feels like it. Yeah, are less people on Instagram these days?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because I'm not in charge of all these people, right?
Right?
I'm not looking at what they're looking
I know
at.
I know that I'm less active. So I'm wondering if the rest of the world is less active.
I peek here and there.
They've moved on, like you said, they've moved on to TikTok.
But I can't stand how quick TikTok is. Like how like short attention span is.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah. It's not for me either.
Yeah, too old, man. I'm done.
I mean, maybe we like the long form things. So we like podcasts.
Yeah, that's why we're going in this direction instead.
Yeah. Yeah, because what was that? Could there be a new social media that comes along the horizon?
It could be.
Take them out.
What it'll be? Who knows?
Yeah. It's Nebulos. I know you were setting up for
Dude, I remember you always used to say that.
I always did.
Yeah. At least when we went to Vegas, you said that a lot. It's Nebulos.
I had no idea.
You did.
All right,
Stuck with me.
I wanted to show you. Just they're talking about the Tom Holland audition. It was a pretty interesting story. I liked it.
Tom Holland edition, eh?
Be the last thing I share today. We can call it a day.
Together, we all made this happen.
That thing does not obey the laws of physics at all.
At the time we did this, we didn't have Spider-Man.
Tom Holland was not there yet.
There was no Spider-Man at all until about a week before we started shooting. Can you imagine then what that does? My favorite moment ever at Marvel is literally, I'm gonna say, for the movies, it was Tom Holland. I was the one in Tom's audition. There was something about him when he walked in. And he walks into our training space and we've got all our cardboard boxes up where we shoot our previews. And at the time we had an air track. An air track is the bouncy little floor that you can do flips on. And Tom looks over at this air track and goes, hey, do you mind if I go flip? I was like, whoa. Right, absolutely not. I was like, I don't know if, he goes, no, I can flip, I swear. But Tom proceeded to do front flash, like a repertoire of the really good basic flip, side flip, front flip, round off flash, round off back top. Like, I'm like, oh shit, he's got it. He goes, cool. He goes, so tomorrow in the audition, he's like, do you think it'd be okay if I flip? And I was like, dude, I was like, listen, I was like, if you flip and fall, that's my career. I can't have you do that. But you are auditioning for Spider-Man, I'll see you later. Right. Literally. So what they did is they had the actors come in the Spidey underwear suit, the one he wears in the first movie. They did this whole sequence of hey, that shield doesn't obey the laws of physics at all. Like, they did the whole thing.
Did they do it with the actors?
With Chris.
Oh, really?
Chris came in on his day off. Tom goes, hey, Joe, would you mind if I take my own entrance? And I just feel Kevin, Joe, and all of them just go, to me. And Tom Holland proceeds to skip in and throw the most perfect side flip, literally straight past Chris Evans, lands on his mark, goes, hey Cap, how you doing? Spins around, goes, you like my suit? All you heard was jaws, boom, 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 boom. I got goosebumps and tears in my eyes, and you could see, and I even think Joe was like, holy fuck. This kid just came in and just, that's Peter Parker. That's Peter Parker. There's no other way about it. Yeah. So to see him come in and do that and literally leave the heads of studios with their mouth on the floor, it was one of the most special things I've ever witnessed. And then to finally design the Cap and Spidey fight. The Spidey fight is so much fun.
Yeah, these guys are stuntmen for this movie.
Spidey and Tom in the first is that it's raw talent. There's no technique. He's raw. This kid has watched professional wrestling. Like, it's so raw for him to be doing this stuff. And I love the way that Tom and Marvin would perform things a little bit out of control, a little bit off edge. He's learning.
Who's Marvin?
The biggest thing for this
I guess that's the
was
stunt
to
double,
make
huh?
sure that every character had a moment. That was the biggest thing, was everyone has to get a little win. But it was a long design. It was a lot of redos because you give one person a win over another. What does it do to the story? So it was a hard balance to find. Right. But then again, what's fitting the story? Right. Where are we going? Like, yeah, it's a big puzzle piece.
Like, this is a movie that has to happen at some point around this fight scene.
Yeah. Exactly. But that's the thing,
Yeah, just wanted to show you that fun little Tom Holland thing. Man, can you imagine a week before they shot that scene?
That's crazy.
That's a lot of pressure.
Who's gonna be our Spider-Man?
Yeah. And
it's gotta be the right guy.
He just hit that charm like, hey, how's it going? Huh? I'm Tom Holland. Huh? I'm just a kid. Look at me do a flip.
Boy, spider boy.
Did you know I was in this movie with the crazy hurricane and I did a backflip there too?
Spider boy.
What was that movie you told me about?
The Impossible.
Yeah.
Oof.
I remember that.
That was an intense one.
I just remembered a lot of people in pain and showed a lot of mom nipples for some reason. Just like shit was stabbed but they still showed the nipple.
Up,
I'm like, man.
It's rough.
I know, right? Why don't you tell the people where they can find other rough things?
All right, ruffians. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check us out wherever you listen to podcasts. We're also on Instagram and Facebook. So give us a like and follow.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Turtle Man.
Turtle Man. Hey, we got the audio working too.
Hell yeah. And I'm going to remember to pause. Oh.
What are those boobs on your head?
I was wondering if you would like to have sex.
Yeah.
Damn, I was a good kisser.
Kissing's not allowed?
What about
Yeah, it's a good one, man.
Kissing's not allowed? You're better than this!